Some massive changes are coming to the DC universe, and I feel like as a DC fan I have to say that every couple of months because everything is changing every couple of months, dude. The journey of being a DC fan over the past couple of years, it has been a wild one, and today we have another chapter in this journey. So Warner Brothers recently appointed James Gunn and Peter Safran as the CEOs of the DC Universe and DC Studios. For the past month or so, James and Peter have been cranking out a new slate for the future of the DC Universe, and next week they have a meeting with Warner Brothers Discovery where they're finally going to present this plan. Now, the last movie that DC put out was Black Adam, and there has been a lot of drama surrounding whether or not this movie is making money or losing money, and yesterday Deadline put out an article saying that Black Adam is actually going to make anywhere between $52 to $75 million in profit as it's approaching the $400 million mark at the worldwide box office. Now, within this article, there was a paragraph that reported that The Rock and his production company, 7 Bucks Productions, were mapping out Black Adam 2 and a Hawkman solo film. Now, since then, that paragraph has been completely removed from the article, so I'm guessing someone at Warner Brothers called someone at Deadline, because guys, we gotta remember that James Gunn and Peter Safran are the ones calling the shots. The Rock and his production company, 7 Bucks Productions, they can be mapping out whatever they want, but at the end of the day, it comes down to James Gunn and Peter to say whether or not that fits into their plan for the future of the DC Universe. And not only did that paragraph get completely removed from the article, but then the Hollywood Reporter came out with a massive article talking about a ton of changes that are coming to the DC Universe. Now, one of the things that was reported in this article is that Black Adam 2 is actually unlikely to happen considering its box office performance. But that is truly just the tip of the iceberg with this article, because it's also being reported that Wonder Woman 3 is not moving forward with Gal Gadot and Patty Jenkins. So, dude, we're not getting a third Wonder Woman movie. That's crazy. No more Gal Gadot Wonder Woman movies. That's a crazy piece of news to digest. Man of Steel 2 is also up in the air. Henry Cavill has not signed a new deal, and there hasn't really been any development on Man of Steel 2. And then Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which comes out at the end of next year, could be Jason Momoa's final movie as Aquaman. However, DC is also eyeing Jason Momoa to play Lobo, who's going to play a role in the future of the DC Universe under James Gunn and Peter Safran. Another thing that's been reported is that Henry Cavill actually shot a cameo for The Flash. However, the studio does not know whether or not they're going to keep this in the movie, and in a recent test screening, that cameo was actually completely removed from the film. I also heard that in a recent Blue Beetle test screening, they completely removed a reference to Superman himself. So honestly, if we're looking at the slate for DC's movies next year between Shazam 2, The Flash, Blue Beetle, and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, all of these movies besides Blue Beetle could potentially get completely rebooted. And that's where I think this universe is heading. I think it's gonna get worse before it can get better. And I think, you know, with the cards on the table, I think James Gunn and Peter Safran are looking to somewhat reboot this universe, because again, there's gray areas. Is James Gunn really gonna reboot the Suicide Squad again when he already kind of did that with his own movie? Is he gonna completely, you know, axe John Cena's Peacemaker and Peacemaker Season 2, which he has been working on? I highly doubt that. Is he gonna completely axe Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, which again, he continued to develop in the Suicide Squad, and she definitely has a future in the DC Universe? We really don't know, but I think when it comes to the Snyderverse and that Justice League cast of characters, I think they're done. I don't think Henry Cavill's coming back, which is great as to say. I don't think Gal Gadot, you know, they just axed Wonder Woman 3. I don't think we're gonna see her again. Ben Affleck is already, you know, pretty much out the door. He's filmed his part in the Flash movie, which that movie literally moves him out of the universe and brings back Michael Keaton as the main DC Universe Batman. So, you know, we really don't know what's gonna freaking happen, guys, but it looks like DC is moving in the direction of softly rebooting the universe, and that they're gonna recast all of the main Justice League. And again, I highly doubt they're gonna touch the Suicide Squad, and they are not gonna touch Blue Beetle, because if we really look at the cards for next year, if they remove all of the connections to the greater DC Universe, Blue Beetle can technically be the first movie in the new DCU. Whereas if we look at Shazam 2, that movie further integrates him more into the DC Universe and the Snyderverse. The Flash, obviously that has Snyder characters, and Ezra Miller's already getting recast. We already know that was coming. And then Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, obviously Aquaman is a part of the Snyderverse, and he's a part of that original cast of Justice League characters. So it's likely that, again, as per per the Hollywood Reporter article, it's likely that that could be Jason Momoa's final movie as Aquaman, and then he could get recast as Lobo, which has never happened. I've never seen a studio cast an actor as a character and then recast him within the same universe as a different character. You know, there's been actors that have played Marvel characters and then they've also gone over and played DC characters, but for an actor to play two characters within the same universe, I guess that has happened with Marvel. We had Gemma Chan in Captain Marvel, and then Gemma Chan also played Cersei in Eternals. So I guess that has happened. But Jason Momoa playing Lobo, that is so perfect. I would love Jason Momoa as Lobo, but at the same time, I also love him as Aquaman. So I don't know, guys. This is truly such a bittersweet situation because I love Henry Cavill. I love Gal Gadot. I love Ben Affleck. I love Jason Momoa. Ezra Miller, he can get recast tomorrow and I wouldn't bat an eye. But I love these actors in these roles as these characters, and it's just, honestly, it's kind of depressing because this is just a masterclass in management failure. The Warner Brothers has failed, you know, this cast of characters. They failed the DC universe, and now they're trying to course correct. If that means blowing up this entire universe and completely recasting all of these characters, then that's what it's gonna have to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as James Gunn doesn't touch the Matt Reeves Batman stuff, I think Matt Reeves is perfect off in his own little universe over there with the Batman and the Robert Pattinson stuff. As long as James Gunn doesn't touch that, I think, you know, the DC universe rebooting completely and starting fresh from the ground up, I think I think that's the way to go, man. But again, I don't see James Gunn completely rebooting the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, Harley Quinn. I don't see him rebooting that. I think it's gonna have to get worse in order for it to get better. And man, like as DC fans, we just want to see this universe fully realized to its full potential. These are the greatest superheroes in the history of the world. We're talking about Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash. Like, these are some of the greatest characters of all time. And man, we just want to see a really awesome interconnected universe. But again, if it is in the plans to completely reboot the DC universe, I'm honestly down for it, because at the end of the day, as much as I love the actors that play these characters, I love the characters more. I love Christopher Reeves, I love Henry Cavill, and I'm sure there's gonna be another actor that steps into the role of Superman, which we will hopefully love as well. So again, this is just such a bittersweet disaster because I feel so bad for the actors that played these characters, and it's not fair to them. But now as we look forward, James Gunn and Peter Safran are looking to come in and really get this universe together. And if that means completely starting new, then I'm down for that. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about all of these massive changes, all of this news that has been dropping about the future of the DC universe. Now, if they're gonna completely reboot the universe, I need James Gunn to come out, walk on stage and announce the future, right? Because you can't just completely destroy what we had and then leave us with nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I think James Gunn and Peter Safran should schedule a presentation, whether it's at Comic-Con, whether it's just a random presentation in like 2 months, who knows? But I think, you know, we have to get a grasp on what the future looks like, so like that we can get excited, so like that we have something to look forward to, you know? So I'm looking forward to see what they have in store. I trust James Gunn, I trust Peter Safran, and again, this all sounds like very dark news. No more Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, no more Henry Cavill's Superman, no more Snyderverse Justice League. But again, like I said, guys, it's gonna have to get worse before it can get better. And once it gets better, it's gonna be great. So we're manifesting here. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about all of this news going down in the DC universe? If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and hit that like button on this video. With that being said, I love you guys 3000. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.